Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome back to my channel Leela Web Dev. So now we are trying to implement the read method, right? So as I already told you that read of size method is the heart of any custom readable class stream. It tells the stream how to get the data. So let's try to implement this one. So here I have told you this dot push of null means the reading of the data will be stopped until and unless when you are trying to push it all the time the read will be called. So here I can call constant of buffer. So here I will try to create a buffer and I will allocate a size of the same size which we would be trying to do it. So we need to send the data as a buffer, right? So that's why. So I would be trying to read it, okay, fs.read, and here I need to send the file descriptor, and also here I need to tell the buffer in which it needs to fill, and 0 where it needs to start it, and the size, total size it needs to, and the position is nothing but null. So this is the thing. And here you will be able to get the error and also the bytes read. So you will be able to get the bytes read. So this is the syntax for this one. So if I try to hover here, you will be able to see fd buffer offset length, the total length how much it needs to take. Offset is nothing but 0, length, and the position, read position from where we need to. Null means so from where it has been stopped it will take it. Callback is nothing but the callback. So here I can write if error is there means then I just, so here we cannot call the callback. So here we need to call the destroy. So automatically it will be destroyed. So error. So we can send it with an error. And if nothing is there means then what you need to do. So if here you need to see that bytes read. So if anything has been read or not. If bytes read is greater than 0. So that means something content has been read. So then what I need to do here, I need to push this dot push off. So here we need to, sometimes we have seen in our readable stream, sometimes we are getting the null values. Why? Because for example, let's say that here by default readable stream, sometimes we will be getting the null values at the time, right? For example, let's say that here we know that the readable stream has an internal buffer of around 64 KB. Let's say that this file size is around 16 KB only. So the remaining 64, in that 64 KB, remaining 40 KB or 38 KB will be filled with the null values. So null values or 0 values it will be filled. Null values only it will be filled. So in order to remove those all the things, what we need to do here, we can use a method that is nothing but now the buffer which you are having it, right? So here we are having this buffer. So the buffer, so now here we need to fill it with Buffer.subarray. Okay, we can use the subarray and 0 to bytes read. So here I would be trying to delete this one all. So now I am trying to take up to the only bytes read only. So now we got it, or otherwise what you can do here, how much is there bytes is read, we are trying to push it into the buffer, we are trying to push it into the read, or otherwise, so if nothing is read means then we will be pushing only the null value so that it will be stopped. That's it. So this is the read method. So what we are trying to do here, we are trying to read the file. So with the file descriptor, buffer 0, size and null. So when we got the bytes read, so that means for example, if the file size completely bytes read means it will be 64 KB. It is greater than 0 means entire buffer will be sent. And sometimes it will be reading only 38 KB means only the buffer I am filling it with 38 and I am trying to send only the 38 only. So that is the thing we are doing it here. So here buffer.allocate of size means, so here we are allocating a buffer of the requested size. We are calling fs.read to read the data into the buffer. If we successfully read the data, bytes read will be greater than 0. We push a subarray to the stream to avoid the trailing zeros, which we have learned it in our previous videos. If you don't have an idea means just visit my previous videos so that you can able to understand about the readable stream and how it behaves while reading the data. So now if there is nothing left to read means then we will push the null to signal the end of the stream. So that's it. So now what we need to do, so if you don't use a callback, we don't use a callback to report errors in read like we did in the construct. Instead we call that this.destroy of error. So now we need to clean up. The next step what we need to do is we need to clean up with the destroy method. Now let's implement the destroy method. It is called automatically when we destroy the stream manually or when an error happens. So here what I can try to do here. So underscore destroy. Okay, it has two parameters, that is nothing but error and the callback. So this one will have a callback. Now here we will be trying to do something like, if the file descriptor is available, if this dot file descriptor is available, then what we will be trying to do, so we'll close the thing and here I will call this dot fd. Okay, and here what I can do, so we will be having a close error, so whatever the thing you will be having, So you can do it, the close error. And here I will be calling the callback with an error or close error. Okay. So whatever the error you are having it, I will be trying to send it. If the file descriptor is not there means then I will call back of error. Okay. So whatever it may be, we will be trying to send the error. Or undefined means nothing is there means nothing will be sent. So fine. So this is all the destroy method. So here we are trying to read the data. So everything is coming and we can able to see the chunk data also. So let's try to do it. So test.txt file is there. So let's see that whether we can able to read the data or not. So now we are streaming, we are listening to the data. So that is nothing but it is pushing the data, everything. And here upon finishing the streaming, so it will be done. So just run the script here. So let's go to our code here and I will be clearing this one all. So let me maximize. Yeah. So I will be reading node custom readable.js file. So if you try to see here, the streaming is done. So all the bytes you are able to see, this all the buffer data we are able to see and it is reading. Okay. So at the last you will be able to see 5,832 bytes only read, but we will be having 16,334 bytes, right? So what is happening, the remaining bits means, so what is happening is, so remaining bits are filled with the trailing zeros. So because of that reason we are trying to use that subarray concept. So now what I will be trying to do here, so here if you want to check what is the data it is trying to get it in, so let's try to go here into our code and here I will try to convert it into chunk.toString. Okay, by default it will be UTF-8 only. So let's try to see. If you don't, so if I try to read, see everything is getting printed. So here this is all it is getting printed. So we have printed up to around 500,000 I think, I didn't remember exactly. So 500,000 we are trying to do it. So that is the thing, it is printing it. So now you are able to see the file contents and all the things. So let's say about small details, what you don't want to miss it. So here before closing up, what I want to tell you is we have used a subarray, buffer.subarray we have used it, 0 bytes read we have used in order to avoid the trailing null characters or empty buffer space. End event only fires when we push the null. So this end event will fire only when we push the null. High watermark, our custom stream uses the default 16 KB, but Node.js built-in. Okay, so this one will be only 16 KB, but the Node.js built-in fs.createReadStream uses the 64 KB, whereas this one is using 16 KB only. So you could modify in the constructor options, high watermark you can modify it, that's not a problem. So that's it guys. If you want to use it in your custom stream, so for example let's say that you are having a readable stream, right? So here if you want to use it for this read big thing, so instead of implementing the Node.js strings, if you want to implement your custom stream means you can totally do it, just plug it into your existing pipe, everything logic, or use it custom readable stream like we did before, everything will work. So it's not a problem for you. Okay. So now a word of caution, what I want to tell you is before closing of this one, in production you probably don't want to reinvent the wheel. So whatever the readable and writable classes available by default with the Node.js thing, so Node.js natives createReadStream and createWriteStream are there. So you can it is well tested and efficient and as a battle hardened. So you can use it without any problem. By implementing our own custom readable stream is a great learning exercise first of all, and sometimes necessary for custom resources like APIs, in-memory stores or special binary formats we need it. So that's why we have learned this one. So finally I encourage you to check out the Node.js documentation. So let's try to open the Node.js documentation, and before closing of this one, so just I will try to show you the Node.js documentation. So we are learning about the readable streams. So let's try to see stream implementers, and this is our implementer readable stream. So we have checked these all options. So if you want to send these all options, these are all the options that are available. And here what are the methods we are having it, underscore construct we have learned about this one. So underscore read also we have seen about this one, destroy we have seen, push we have seen. So when we want to error handling and all those things, so how to handle this thing, this dot destroy. So counting stream they have given how to handle the errors and all the things. That's it. So readable stream implementing is finished. So implement duplex stream is the next topic which we want to discuss it. So it breaks down everything in the Node.js we covered today. The purpose of underscore read, push logic, proper use of destroy, and options you can pass it in the super. Everything is there. So that's it guys about this one, and that wraps up how to implement our custom readable stream in Node.js. So we have looked at file reading, memory management, internal buffering, and also the error handling. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more deep dive videos, and let me know in the comments what would you like me to cover in the Node.js. In the next video we will move on to duplex and transform streams. So stay tuned for that. Until next time, happy coding.